Hello, my name is Allie, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Radiant Tail Zafora's route, which technically it's still a common route, but because these are all choices for Zafora's route to get to his route, I'm just saying Zafora's. And like I said, the route doesn't even start till like chapter, I think 6? Yeah, 6. So I mean, if I just flat out said like the common route, we're gonna be here all day. Anyway, let's go. We were hot on Zafora's heels as we went deeper into the labyrinth.
Stop right there.
At the end of our search, we found the man that bumped into me earlier. The instant he saw us, he turned to flee, but it didn't end well for him.
I told you to stay still.
Zafora closed the distance, forced the man to put his arms behind his back, and clamped down on him, holding him in place.
Ow, that hurts. Let me go.
Zafora, he only bumped into me. There's no need to go so far.
You still haven't realized? This man's a pickpocket.
Huh? How dense can you be? I know she's supposed to be like freaking 16 years old, but I mean, why would Zafora still be chasing him if he didn't steal something from you? Zafora rummaged through the man's pockets. Not a moment later, he held up a hand mirror, the one that I'd kept in my bag. That's mine.
Fortunately for you, he didn't steal your money. Give that back. That's mine.
Yours?
What nonsense are you spouting? That mirror's lady's for sure. When she was a child, Spiria gave...
Who cares? I grabbed it, so it's mine now. Hand it over. It's mine. Hand it over.
With bulging eyes, the man frantically tried to snatch away my hand mirror. There was madness to his hysteria, and I took a step back warily.
Hey, don't come too close. Get that mirror out of this guy's sight. Meter? What am I saying?
Okay. Zafora, thank you for getting this back.
You don't owe me words of gratitude. I didn't catch him for your sake.
Zafora's tongue was as sharp as always. Then he shifted his gaze to look at Eon. I wonder, I've noticed so far that, both Collar X Malice and this one, the sharp tongue one has, lighter, almost silvery color here, except, Sasazuka's is more greenish, but it's still, a lighter, this one's gray, pretty much, but it's kind of funny how they both had, never mind, I'm just gonna move forward.
On to more important matters. Eon, escort him to the public security forces. I do not mind, but you ought to take credit for his capture, Zafora. You used to be an officer. Communication will be smoother. I want to focus on another matter. You all can deal with him yourselves.
Oh? Why not come along, Zafora? You can just stand by and watch from behind. I bet you're curious about the particulars of this case. Am I wrong? Ginia smiled meaningfully. Zafora shot a glare at him before letting out a long sigh. We left the labyrinth and proceeded to hand the man over to the security forces. Wow, I messed up there.
Thank you for your cooperation. Hey you, what's your name? Do you know where you are? I'm not sure. Where am I? Who are you?
The officer clicked his tongue in displeasure as he questioned the pickpocket.
We've got another one here, it seems. Can you tell me what you did? I remember now. I think I took something from this girl's bag. I'm sorry. It's been hard to make ends meet lately, and I've felt more bitter toward people, but I never intended to rob anyone. For some reason, though,
Though I couldn't outright forgive him, I could tell that he was truly regretting it. He'd fought when we'd seized him, but now he was completely docile. It didn't feel like resignation, more as if He'd been released from whatever possessed him. He was like a different person. I stared, taken aback. Wait, is this?
Citizens suddenly lose their good judgment and commit crimes. We refer to them as the lunatic riots. The severity of the cases vary. Some commit robbery, while others escalate to assault, but there is one common factor. After criminals are caught, they regain their sanity and admit to their crimes, apologizing, and claiming that they suddenly lost control.
Is this one of the incidents Celeste mentioned? In that case, did Zafora seize the criminal to investigate the lunatic riots? I snuck a glance at Zafora, standing at the very back of the group. His head was hung low, almost as if he was trying to face the ground. He remained silent. So, this was a lunatic riot?
Ah, you were aware, I see.
Yep, well, I didn't think we'd be dragged into one the moment we arrived, though.
In truth, I've only been recently assigned here, so I don't know the details. I hear that the riots began 3 years ago, and they had been on the rise lately. The citizens are keeping outings to a minimum under the directions of the Sentinel, but there seems to be no end to the incidents. Please be careful during your stay here. Everyone.
With those words, the security forces took the perpetrator and left the area. So, I have to say this is the second game in a row where there's pretty much a lockdown in one area. There are spoilers in this about Color X Malice, so if you have not been either watching those videos or played Color X Malice yourself and you want to, you may want to kind of cover your ears. But anyway, in Color X Malice, Adonis is controlling their pawns, quote unquote, with these little microchip thingies that they put in their neck, I think it is. And once they're done with them, once they get caught, they literally erase their memories. So at least they don't have, like, with this situation, their memories aren't erased, but they're kind of like, why the heck did I do that? So it's interesting. Hey, what's the Sentinel? I think I already did that, but oh well. The Labyrinth Sentinel is the governor of the city. The current Sentinel is a man named Balto. Have any of you seen the movie Balto? When I was a kid, the cartoon. When I was a kid, we were obsessed with that in elementary school. That was our main go-to movie at our school. And the school I go to was very, very small. A very small Catholic school. Our classes would only have like 10 kids. And they would always have a vote what we wanted to watch. And Balto was always the winner. Labyrinth Sentinel. The ruler of Kotara, the Labyrinth City. Unlike other cities, the rulers are officials selected by the royal capital. Kotara is governed by successors in a family line. As different as the system may be, Kotara is still in alignment with the country's law and ideals.
Ah, right. Kotara has a different government system from other cities.
Yes. Government officials dispatched from the capital administer the other cities. But Kotara is ruled by the Sentinel, and that title is passed down through the generations. Ah, so that person has announced a lockdown to protect his people, I see. Lockdown. As a means to protect his citizens from the lunatic riots, and the Sentinel Balto released an official notice to refrain from going outside unless necessary. I said that all in one breath. Holy smokes.
Balto, was it? Since the citizens are willing to obey without protest, he must be a very charismatic man.
I think there's a story there. I feel like Zafora may know this dude personally or something because he's hiding something. But if I had to sit still in my house for so long, I definitely couldn't stand it. You couldn't meet anyone, couldn't talk to anyone. Don't you think that's horrible?
It'd be painful for sure, especially here. I mean, Koltara is called the City of Harmony for a reason. Their citizens are very connected.
The City of Harmony? Seems like an odd name considering they're known for their labyrinth. Wouldn't that keep people apart?
You'd be surprised. Sure, people who aren't used to the labyrinth have a hard time getting around, but for the folks here, it's a part of their lives. Using the labyrinth doors, it only takes 30 seconds to reach the other end of the city and visit your honey, so distance is no obstacle.
Visit your honey? Interesting wording.
Ah, I see. So no one's very far from anyone else at any given time, and that closeness is what makes it the City of Harmony.
Yep, exactly. Basically, the entire city is your neighborhood, so you get to know everyone eventually.
In that case, the current situation must be horrendous for the people here. Their freedom seems to be severely limited.
Indeed. It only makes sense that chloris bloom rates are decreasing here.
We looked around the deserted streets, feeling heavy-hearted about how barren everything was. With that weighing on our minds, we headed for the tent site. Jeez. Setup was a piece of cake for us by then. We rapidly established our base of operations and assembled in the common area to decide our plan of action. Okay, so, plans. We seem to have gotten yet another troublesome city. The city is exactly like we'd heard in our briefing.
Agreed. The citizens are all stuck at home in fear of the riots, which means...
With how things are, the urgent problem's not deciding what kind of show we should put on, but that no one can leave their house.
Yeah, I think we should start by trying to learn more about the people here. Unless we talk to them, we won't be able to come up with any ideas.
I guess we split up to investigate again?
I was about to nod in agreement with Philia's suggestion when... Oh, everyone hold your horses for a moment. I've got one announcement to make first. Genio raised his hand and waved it around flippantly before he made his statement. We've got our face-to-face meeting with the Sentinel Balto at noon tomorrow. Keep that in mind.
A meeting, you say?
Yeah, I think he knows him personally. I don't know, something about it. Are they related? Oh, that would be a plot twist. Anyway, well, not really a plot twist. It'd just be something interesting. Greeting the Overseer is basic manners, isn't it? We were originally scheduled for today, but he said he was busy. That's a good idea. We may be able to gain good insight from the governor.
But it is scheduled for tomorrow, right? In that case, I do not believe investigating the city today would pose a problem.
Right. But considering what just happened, it's probably risky for Lady to go alone.
Good point. The dudes can do whatever, but you should stick with one of us.
Okay, I'll pair up with somebody then.
If you ever get separated and don't know what to do, you can go to Cheers and ask Leon to help you out.
Huh? I mean, I know there's probably a Cheers here too, but shouldn't Leon be in Arthair?
Well, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve. Leon can travel to any of the Cheers branches at will.
That's interesting. Huh? How?
It's a special Fae network thing. Don't think too hard about it.
He was likely implying that it worked in a way beyond human comprehension, but I can't believe Leon can go around the world whenever he wants. I'm a little jealous. While such thoughts ran through my mind, Zafora spoke up and steered us back on track.
I'll look around the labyrinth. I know my way around, so I'm the only one who can. Indeed. Anyone else would only get lost if they were assigned to that area.
Are you really fine going there alone?
It'd actually be much easier for me without any dead weight dragging me down.
Wow. He didn't hold back at all.
All right. I'll finish up some business here first and head out.
I guess I'll head to the plaza. There might be someone there.
I'll head to the main street again and try my luck. Some shops are probably open.
In that case, I shall focus my investigation on the side streets and alleys.
Okay then. Go off on your merry ways, all of you. See you tonight. I don't know. Have you ever tried doing like a bajillion voices like I just did? Like reading stuff like this? This is tough. It's not easy at all, I will admit. All right, we are going to go with Zafora at the Underground Labyrinth. And I am actually going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!